This is a historic moment for Africa, for its natural and human resources. Finally, Africa is not anymore at the margin of the world development, but is playing an important role and a growing role in the international economy. As His Excellency the Secretary General, we have a talk, a 5 minutes talk. We agreed that, of course, it's a good time for Africa. Meanwhile, the development is getting stronger and stronger to try also to develop the dimension of regional integration. Nobody in the actual situation, no one single country can play a role alone. So, and it's important that to strengthen the integration in different regional areas of the world, like here in Africa, and develop also a particular recipe with pragmatism. Try to take the best experience, the best practices from experience all over the world, and also what we experience in Europe during the last more than 60 years. I mean, I'm talking about economic, social, and political integration. And well, COMESA Italy is very interesting because COMESA is really one of the most important organizations here in this part of Africa, playing a growing role, and we hope to have a very good cooperation. In this case, I will be just as an observer, but really interested observer, just to report to my country exactly how COMESA is working, how much is working to promote wealth and cooperation among the members country.
It is indeed a pleasure and honor to receive your letters of credence from the government of Italy, in particular from His Excellency the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Italy. And we are happy because since your predecessor tour of duty came to an end and he went back home, we did not have the ambassador of Italy accredited. So this is a very momentous day for us, and we are happy that you have been accredited. But let me also join you in saying that as we enter the second half of 2012 of the 21st century, you know, the COMESA region, in particular in Africa in general, stands at an important threshold because what we have seen for the first time is that over a period of years, the COMESA countries have experienced sustained growth rates averaging 5%, and in some cases, a few countries up to double, digit, growth annually. And this is thanks to the prudent macroeconomic and fiscal and monetary policies that our governments have pursued. But what is also interesting, Your Excellency, is that we are also beginning to see significant changes taking place in our economies in terms of economic diversification, because we have investors coming in from all over the world. For example, in the mining sector, we no longer have the traditional big mining companies being the ones that are doing mineral exploration and also the exploitation of the minerals, but we are having new mining companies that are doing that, both from the developed countries and also from the emerging economies. But we are also seeing investments in value addition, particularly in the manufacturing sector, For example, we have Turkish investors that have invested in textiles, in producing fertilizers, etc. in the region. We also have Chinese, Indian, and other investors who have also invested. And they've invested and created, significant, jobs. As I talk to you, you will be hearing in the coming months about some huge investments in some of the COMESA member countries to resuscitate the industries in textiles and garments that have been limping. And I can assure you, Your Excellency, that we are on the right track. There are some resource-rich countries that will say, let me just take 1% of my resources and commit it to putting infrastructure. DR Congo is one of those countries where they are building 6,000, 7,000 kilometers of roads in order to interconnect the country. Because, as you know, DR Congo is bigger than Western Europe. The other one, it's Angola and others, they are doing that. But as you can tell, even in the case of Angola, the railway line is going to reach the border with Zambia this way. That's why they were here for consultations 2 weeks ago to discuss the infrastructure. But let me emphasize one thing, that without integrated infrastructure, it is difficult to trade. For example, if Zambia and Angola had direct overland links by rail and road, there will be a lot of trade that is flourishing between the two countries. And this is why we are putting emphasis on infrastructure, because infrastructure connects the people, it connects the market, it makes things possible.